Hello, welcome to the back nine of round 4. It's the final 9 of the MVP Open at Maple Hill. I'm Erika Stinchcomb.
I'm Madison Walker. We are your 2 Hot Geese.
Honk. Super happy to be calling the shots out here. It is a tight race. I mean, not only some of the ladies on our lead card, but some of the chase card women in contention.
Yeah, it is a nice day too. We have astoundingly calm conditions and it's pretty warm out here today compared to the last 3.
Yeah, definitely.
We got like blazing hot 62 degree
Oh man,
weather.
people were wearing T-shirts. It's the best.
We got, like we said, a really nice battle going into these final 9 holes. This first hole is one of the gettable birdies at 266, but uphill it plays more like 320. Within reach for everyone on our lead card. As long as you don't turn your disc over into those Christmas trees on the right, you leave yourself with a putt. It is challenging, however. Obviously, it is up on that castle. Natalie taking that tight inside route, and that is the way to get there and get the closest putt.
Oh yeah.
And that works out great. She's past pin high.
Yeah, putting back at it. She threw a trespass on the drive. Perfect.
Natalie, Kristin a little bit wider than Natalie. She checks up in circle 2.
I think that's one of the farther putts we've seen. She's landed just a bit closer the last couple days. Definitely still a birdie putt.
Valerie a little bit low. She's not going to get the distance she needs to get up there into circle 1, but still a nice circle 2 putt. About a quarter of the field finding circle 1 regulation on this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah, it's a rip for sure. Missy with her trusty thrasher. Circle's edge.
Valerie just needs to get over this wall here. Yeah, catching this wall could mean a very far roll away. Kristin's far enough where it's not even in her mind.
Yes.
Wow.
That's huge. That was 28 feet.
Yep,
Uphill too. And
knowing that Natalie's like almost in the bullseye.
yeah, nearly parked.
She's got to make those. Missy trying to come back from some rough holes. Just a little right, but she checked up and she'll be able to have a tap and par.
Natalie, maybe 15 feet. Easy birdie.
Oh, yeah.
Get the fist bump. That's a good one to get. Keeps that 2-stroke advantage over Kristin.
Missy and Valerie both just taking tap-in pars here on the 10th.
#11 is the famous or maybe infamous Christmas tree hole. It can be very difficult if you do not clear this first, grove of trees. What do you call it? A bunch of Christmas trees?
Yeah.
If you get to the short grass, it's actually a relatively easy birdie because then you can just throw a hyzer around everything. If you don't and you're in the trees, it can be a difficult par or even bogey save. These last 2 patches of trees, I feel like don't really come into play that much unless you don't get your drive far enough. And then the basket's perched on a little hill, which can make for some tough putting.
It was so much easier to make it into the short grass today.
Yeah,
There
no
was
real wind.
Yeah, we had a headwind the last 3 days, and that makes it really tough to carry far. But Natalie getting way past into the short grass.
Just like past the second grove. Wow.
If you're going to err, the left side is the way to err. Where Kristin's going, she might find some trouble.
It can be okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's over
fine.
everything.
Yeah, if you turn it all the way into the trees, it's rough, but she's just fine over
Forget
there.
that she crushes.
Yeah, right. I know we're talking about clearing it, and they cleared by 100 feet. Valerie a little lower. Got some nice turn, but I don't think it has enough height to get all the way over the trees.
There's a little path that cuts through over there. Maybe she found it. We'll see what she has to work with.
Missy throwing a Zeus.
Even without the headwind. That's surprising.
Oh, you know what? This was yesterday's list.
This is
she
a
threw all
thrasher.
thrashers today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smashed.
Beautiful. Power player.
It's official.
She is a little in the trees on the left.
It's funny when you walk through this grove or farm of trees, you can see all the little branch tips that people have sawed off when trying to throw.
Yeah, a lot of them are missing their tops.
Yeah. Valerie turns her forehand over back into the tree farm.
They're really struggling out here. They're a little shorter on this left side, so hopefully she has something to work with. Missy going up and over. Beautiful. She probably skipped into the rock wall and stayed close.
She's probably about 280 from the pin, so what a nice little hyzer.
Yeah, Kristin more like 225, maybe 250, but that's pulled.
Yeah, she's trying to go the low route, which surprises me a little.
I mean, it works fine. But yeah, usually you see a lot more high hyzer shots. Like we see here, Natalie looking at the skies.
Yeah, doesn't really have a choice. And that looks great.
As long as it stayed. Okay. Not short enough. That's tough.
Oh, she's throwing straight up.
Was that a thumber or like a grenade?
I think it was a grenade.
Cool.
It looked like a grenade.
Yeah.
Save par.
Dang. Still a cool shot to get out of the trees.
That was some really good scrambling.
You don't see that many FPO competitors throwing those grenade shots. Ooh, huge putt. I feel like Natalie's putting him close and putting the pressure on Kristin, but Kristin's like, whatever, I'll just get my birdies with these sick
Did
putts.
you guys know that I'm so good at putting?
Uh-huh.
Natalie's like, hey, me too. Two really nice birdies on hole 11.
What's crazy is they're not even really separating themselves from Chase Card. Last time we checked
Everyone's
in,
holding
Paige was
on.
winning.
Yeah, that's true.
Crazy.
25% of the field got a birdie on this one today, too.
Noise.
It's crazy. The whole field is smoking it today.
Yeah, I'm
in this
so
calm
glad
conditions.
we finally had good conditions. And Missy with a nice birdie there, her second of the round.
Hole 12, love this hole. 525 feet. Your first shot, you can either throw a hyzer or a turning shot over this grove of trees on the right-hand side, or you can go up the middle gap and just hopefully throw something that finishes to the right. Your second shot could be from anywhere out in this grass, or if you've got a cannon for an arm, you might make it into the gap and just be looking down at the basket for your second shot. You want to throw something that lands soft because there is a downhill slope behind the basket that can make for some shots to get away from you on this green, but it's a very, very tight fairway regardless and very steeply downhill, so your disc will filter regardless of what you do.
I bet we see some of these ladies get into the gap. Oh, it's so low. You can hear.
Oh, that's a disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to recover from
It's
for the
hard
bird.
for the par.
For the
even.
par, that's what
Yeah.
I meant to say.
How's she gonna birdie?
Yeah.
Kristin giving it extra height, making sure she gets over and getting way down there. She's a little more right than you want to be.
Yeah,
But she can work a sidearm down there.
Yeah, she's a little pinched. We'll see what she has to work with.
That's still better than being on the left side. Beautiful
Yeah,
shot.
that's a perfect shot.
Oh, and she is past Kristin.
Yeah.
Just smashing it. And that rock that you can see in the frame on the right is like, I feel like the
Dead
marker
center.
of an amazing drive. This is really solid from Valerie as well. Doesn't even flirt with the trees.
Oh,
Maybe just
yeah.
a hair left, but pretty dang perfect and far.
Natalie doesn't have much room to swing here. Probably throwing blind.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep.
That was really good.
She liked it.
Top of the gap is a great place to land from there.
Especially from that angle where she threw from. This looks pretty good. Sidearm from Kristin trying to get all the
Wow.
way down there. Wow, more than pretty good. Jeez.
That was perfect.
Uh-huh.
Center cut the whole way, buzzing the chains.
Wow, maybe right side's really good for the sidearm.
Maybe that's the play.
Maybe.
Missy opting for the backhand turn. I like this shot as well. It's coming in nice and gentle.
Oh,
Oh, never
sit.
mind. Coming in hot.
That
There.
little ditch kind of collecting their upshots.
Valerie on the left side of the gap, throwing a big hyzer, and that's way too left.
I mean, she gets past the grove of really tiny trees, so might have a somewhat clear look. That's a pretty good break there from Natalie. Definitely a little right side. She'll have to earn that par. Ooh, pretty. Little Anheuser approach from Valerie. This is a big stroke here. Yeah.
Huge.
Momentum, so important.
That was a big putt to make right now. Kristin with the birdie look.
Oh,
Wow.
man, she just keeps answering.
And that brings them within a stroke of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Missy from about the same distance.
Just doesn't quite have that putter dialed today.
A nice comebacker, and it's still a par. Valerie getting the par as well from the rough.
Yeah, let's check in. Okay, so Natalie 4 down, tied for first with Paige Pierce, who's 6 down through 14. Kristin Tattar 4 down, 1 stroke back. Hannah Blomroos 6 down through 15. Geez, solo 4th. And then Evelina 5 down. Owen Scoggins 4 down. Wow.
Everyone's under par. It's easy to do at Maple Hill.
That's what they say.
No, just to reiterate, last year the winner was a 4 down for the weekend. Katrina Allen after 3 rounds.
After 3 rounds,
So
yeah.
to see everyone under par like this is
Unbelievable. Yeah. The course is the same. So hole 13 is a par 3. It's downhill 472, but you can throw a fairway driver or even a mid-range all the way down here. You want to make this gap and keep it pushing straight. Most of the time you see a mistake, it's to the left. Early right is definitely the worst mistake you can make. And then this green is super guarded. It's on a hill. It makes for some tough scenarios. Even laying up can be really tricky. Kristin's been going with this St. Pro. Oh, no, she went Claymore the last 2 days, actually.
Oh, yeah. That looks so good. She has a flat putt from the other side of the gully just inside circle 1.
She put such a beautiful angle on it to get that turn.
That is a bit of a death putt. It drops off behind the basket.
Natalie once again with a trust. Really gentle turn.
Almost the same line, just a little higher.
Oh, and gets to a nice spot for a fairly open putt.
They're about the same distance from the basket. Natalie with a slightly more open look.
Gosh, they make it look easy. It's not, to be clear. Is he not flipping it quite enough? Whoa, doesn't hit anything. And it can be kind of rough in there.
Yeah, it's brutal. Valerie with some really nice late turn.
Maybe too much.
Maybe too much, maybe a little too early. Oh, that looks like a nice little bounce out.
Yeah, she's on the edge of the gap. Hopefully she'll be able to scramble. Yeah, not perfect, but...
Not an easy scramble. But what a nice turnover.
Beautiful. Still has to earn it a little bit with the putt, but that was gorgeous.
That is a really nice recovery shot. Missy with not much to work with over here.
Catches a tree.
This played as the 5th most difficult hole, and it's probably from this right here. Going early left, trying to recover, and then this basket's up on this mound that can roll in any direction. It makes it really tough to recover your par.
Natalie for a birdie. Okay, Kristin with the opportunity here to tie it back up. Just outside the circle. Oh,
Wow.
this is unbelievable golf. I'm so happy to be watching this.
They just keep hitting these tester putts,
Yeah.
too.
I mean, it's just like clutch after clutch after clutch putt. It's always kind of awkward. The clap, you're like, do I wait till they cheer?
I barely hear them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They clap for me all of the time, the whole course.
My caddy was
I
like,
swear.
you keep getting hole 8'd. I'm like, really? Like, I don't even notice.
Oh, well, great focus. Good for you.
Nice par from Valerie.
Yeah, Missy, unfortunately, with another double there. And Natalie with the par, tied up.
If disc golf is your game, make Gotta Go, Gotta Throw your disc golf warehouse. With a huge selection of discs, bags, baskets, carts, shirts, and more. GottaGoGottaThrow.com has all the tools to take your game to the next level. Shop online or our Golden Valley, Minnesota store. Free shipping with all online orders over $75. Online or in-store, get what you need for the game you love. GottaGoGottaThrow.com, your disc golf warehouse. In the game since 1993.
Hole 14 plays just about the same as that 292 listed. Pretty flat. You have to carry water most of the way though. A nice little spike hyzer is a great way to land right next to the basket, but you have to time it absolutely perfectly because that water is only about 15 feet from the pin. A lot of bailouts to the left, leaving a death putt. If you go in the water, there is a drop zone with a death putt coming back towards it.
This looks great. Just needs to sit. All right, another super tester for Kristin.
Yeah, kind of a big flare skip. She's outside the circle, looking directly at the water.
Natalie throwing slower speed verdict, 2 straight.
Yeah, that's hanging out way wide.
Yeah, without the higher speed disc, I don't think it really had a chance of coming back. We'll see Natalie go from the drop zone. Valerie throwing a rive.
Oof.
Oh, friendly.
Yep, big flare skip, a little rollback, just inside the circle.
Still a tester putt. Missy, a little bit more left than you want to be. Oh, but it digs.
Yeah.
Nice. Most of the time, if you land on the flat, you see that skip a little farther. She's got a putt. Natalie up first from the drop zone. This is a big deal.
It's windy. Oh my goodness.
Such a good run.
Dead center, just a little low.
Kristin looking at a 2-stroke swing here. Chooses to just take 1 stroke.
Missy lining up the putt. Oh my goodness.
Dang it.
32% of the field taking a birdie.
Valerie for her birdie. Nice.
Yep, and we get to see 1 on our lead card.
Great putt.
I watched Alex Benson throw an ace on this hole today.
Awesome.
It was amazing. Everyone else on the card took 2s too. It was probably the lowest average on this hole ever.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Ever in the history of time.
No, it was an amazing ace by Alex Benson from Vermont.
Yeah, very cool. Hole 15 is a par 3, 322 feet. There is this straight gap. You can also try to turn something over to the right, trying to go to the right of this tree on the screen, right here on the right. You see mostly straight shots, and then there's obviously these guardian trees you're trying to beat. You see a lot of discs just land in circle 2, which is, I feel like, we say that on every hole on this course. Hard to get it all the way there. Hitting a tree and landing early is death.
This one's harder than all the other ones, though, because usually we see like anywhere from 40 to 60% of the field landing in circle 2. On hole 15, only 29% finding circle 2.
Kristin early, but gets far enough that it should be an easy par.
Yeah, she's over the gully. That's what you want to do so you don't have a blind shot to the green. Only 7% of the field finding circle 1 in regulation. That's only 3 competitors.
Let's see if Natalie Ryan can be one of them. It looks great. Catches the last tree you gotta beat. Still a good shot. Missy, I feel like usually you see scrambles from the left side more Then this right side, it's pretty rough over here.
Yeah, she didn't have much to work with. She'll be throwing her third shot from that same gully.
And like, it's not that much better right here. That's a good shot though.
Yeah, that's a great sidearm. Leaves herself a long putt to save bogey.
Oh.
Really short arms that one. That looked a
Yeah.
little nervy.
Very unforced error. You don't see very many of those from Kristin. Natalie laying up nicely. It's important to note that around this time, Paige Pierce, who's on chase card, is once again charging. And I believe like tied with one of the with Kristin at this
Yep.
point, I think.
Yep.
In front of Natalie, so just something to consider. Missy trying to say bogey. I think all of her strokes over par have been doubles today. Just letting one mistake compound. It's one of the worst feelings in the sport.
So Natalie going to get a par while Kristin's having to settle for bogey.
Tying it up again.
So, and Paige is the only competitor since 2017 to win an Elite Series event from the chase card.
All right.
So-
Statistically proven she can do it.
Yeah, so her in the hunt. She's the only one that's done it in a long time. Hole 16, 364 plays just that hard. You have to make it over this rock wall and then ideally make a circle 2 putt usually. Not a lot of competitors finding circle 1 off the tee. It's a very challenging tee shot and shape. It's also this big V guardian tree blocks a lot of people from landing softly onto the green and getting a circle 1 putt.
Valerie overturning it. There are some gaps over there. She should be able
find
to
some.
scramble, hopefully. Natalie going sidearm. We haven't really seen this, I don't think. Catches an early tree. Doors open for Kristin. This is her St. Pro. Ooh, early.
And that kick is backwards, but thankfully...
At least not to the left,
Yeah,
though.
not super dynamic.
That looks solid.
Yep, as long as it doesn't hyzer. Oh, catches the last tree, but
It's still good.
yep. Only one competitor on the day lands inside circle 1 for birdie, but 22 landing at circle 2 for regulation. So this is a tough one to get to putt. A lot of people just playing it for par.
This looks amazing. It's just like a chess match between Kristin and Natalie.
Ooh, this looks kind of challenging
And
over here.
pressure's on too. Kristin's parked.
Oh yeah,
Jeez, such high level golf.
and when it matters.
Oh yeah. Missy stepping out, throwing a little forehand up shot. Maybe a run.
Oh
beautiful.
yeah. Ooh.
Oh, that looked like a run as well from Valerie.
Hannah Blommer's the only birdie on the day on hole 16.
Nice.
Nice putt for par for Valerie.
Missy for par. Great upshot.
Natalie and Kristin with tap-ins and to continue this tie into the last 2 holes.
Yeah. Wow.
This is so exciting.
Hole 17, I can touch both trees, meaning it's less than a 6-foot gap. It's 433 feet uphill. You want to get out of the gap and get as far up this hill as you can. We've seen some ladies land all the way at the top and have a straight look at it. That's definitely a luxury. Forehand plays, but you see more backhands typically. Then you need to turn the corner 90 degrees and approach this very dangerous green. It's downhill. It's an elevated basket with a huge drop off behind it, making your comeback putt very tough. Like the angle's super sketchy. This is a big, this is a hard hole.
Yes.
That's a beautiful shot. It's a little right, but it gets a good way up there.
Pretty much if you get out of the gap, you're stoked.
Our friends at Stat Mando gave me some stats on how Natalie and Kristin have played this. That's a good shot from Natalie. So overall, Kristin has played this hole 2 strokes better than Ryan throughout the tournament, and Natalie Ryan has yet to birdie, whereas Kristin's birdied it twice. Throwing forehand every day. That's a good shot. Missy with a solid shot as well. And we should talk about Paige Pierce did 3-putt on this hole, I believe taking her out of the running at this point for the most part.
Yeah, she was in contention up until this hole. And then this elevated basket did what it does.
Yep. Valerie really pinched, not able to get the right angle, but gets up to the gap nicely. All right, important shot here.
That looks great.
Yeah.
Just a little earlier with some ground play, but
Inside the circle, though.
Yep.
So again, Natalie has not been able to birdie this yet.
That looks good too.
Yeah, that looks great. Sit. That's actually kind of a hard putt from there.
Yep.
Because you can see the angle.
One's a death putt, one's just straight uphill. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Valerie comes in a little hot. Still inside the circle, but looking straight up at a very tall basket.
Missy just laying up. I mean, it's smart, but you always want to see someone make a cool putt.
Ooh, a little bit more of a tester for Kristin than I thought. She straddled out wide.
For birdie.
Wow.
Jeez.
That's so important.
Yeah.
In such a hard putt.
And that's to go 5 down on the round, too, which is just so
That's
crazy.
tying the course record right now.
Yeah.
5 down is the Maple Hill course record for FPO.
Get it, Valerie. Nice par.
So, like, being in contention for the win and then coming out and shooting the course record, that's unbelievable.
Uh-huh.
Natalie
Great
doing
birdie.
the same thing, right?
Yeah, and that's to go 4
4
down.
down? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tied at the top, going into the last hole.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting 2 of the best rounds we've seen all weekend. Hole 18, 479 uphill, plays longer than that. You want to get kind of a crush off the tee. If you can land up by this fir tree in the middle, you have an opportunity to birdie it by going across on your second shot. We see a lot of FPO players laying up and just pitching across or trying to go for a long putt, playing for the par. If you try to go for this and cross over and don't make it, you take it from a drop zone where you have a putt through a V tree. It's tough, but can be made.
So Natalie has gone bogey, par, par the last 3 rounds. Kristin went bogey, par, bogey. So Natalie has historically done better on this hole.
Kristin has bogeyed it going for it. We've watched it in the other rounds. I'm sure Natalie trying to go for it as well with a great sidearm.
That's tough to go from it.
Yeah.
For it where Kristin is, though.
Natalie caught a tree too. I think they're both a little shorter than they want.
To attack for sure. So Evelina, Owen, and Paige Pierce are all in the clubhouse, tying the course record at 55, which is a 5 down. Pretty amazing.
Unbelievable golf.
Owen securing that bye spot in the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships as well. So congratulations to Owen. Missy, I believe, 5th in the standings.
The fact that we already have 3 people tying the course record and we have 2 more out on the course right now in contention, is crazy.
I know. So Natalie choosing to lay up. We'll see if Kristin decides to go for it. Laying up as well. Maybe looking at a playoff.
Yep.
Kristin with a better chance to throw it in, it looks like, though.
Yeah, barring disaster, it does look like a playoff.
So we haven't seen a playoff in a while.
Yeah, like in years.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What a great shot from Missy. Trying to...
Like, I don't know if we've ever commentated on a playoff.
I know. I'm trying to find the stat from our friends at Stat Mandos.
I think it's since 2019.
Oh, yeah. 2019 Idlewild was the last one in a normal Elite Series. Natalie laying up beautifully.
So Kristin would have to make this.
Yeah, for the solo, or just for the win, obviously. Solo win. Duh.
Oh, she's going for a sidearm.
She tends to do this when she's...
Wow.
Oh,
my gosh.
What a great run. And it's a playoff.
First Hot Goose playoff. And it's at Maple Hill.
There was a playoff in the 2020 Tour Championships. But yeah, we haven't seen one in a minute. Let's see some fireworks, Missy. Good run. A great crowd.
Yeah, hole 18 at Maple Hill is legendary.
Something special. Great par for Valerie. No problem. No problem.
Yep, we're going to a playoff. I believe they will start on hole 18.
Yeah, it's just 18 and 1 in a loop. Such a hard loop.
The players will check their scores. We will...
Yeah, head back to 18. So Kristin Tattar tying the course record as well. 7 players shot 1,000 rated today, which is...
the teeing order, we're going to flip a coin. Okay. Whoever goes first on this hole, the other player will go first on hole 1. So you go back and forth.
You can choose.
No, it's okay. I'm going to assign you this world, okay? And you're the basket, okay? So the basket's Natalie, the world is Kristin, and whatever is representing you, that means you go first.
Okay. Got it.
All right, ready?
Yep.
That's the world. Kristin's going first. All right, and you rotate. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right, Kristin up first. She throws a grace on this hole.
Gets a little bit more distance on it than she did from her initial tee shot.
Yeah.
Still, I'm not quite sure if that's far enough to go for
so
it.
according to Statmano, she's 220 feet out.
Okay, so that's
But
well
uphill,
within her reach.
Especially, I feel like, a sidearm to get there. Natalie throwing destroyer, huge shot. That's the distance she wants.
Yeah, way out to the left, too. It really opens up that second shot.
Yeah, that's 180 feet away. Thanks again, Statmando, for all the cool stats. Check them out at statmando.com.
So Kristin here, I think Natalie's in position to go for it.
Yeah.
And so she
I think
has to.
has to.
That looks
looks
good.
good. Come on. Wow. Just outside the circle.
So clutch.
Look at that smile.
That was a tough shot. It's such a small margin for error.
understatement.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, you're throwing basically straight and hoping that it just checks up at the last minute.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Natalie with the better angle here. Looking like sidearm as well.
Yeah, much more wide open shot. but there is more room to go out of bounds deep here.
So much pressure too with Kristin on the green.
Nice and low.
Great.
Oh, catches the wall, backboard. That's bullseye.
Pressure right back on Kristin.
All right, Kristin's been clutching on these putts all day.
God, I want some popcorn.
Oh my goodness. That might be it.
Yeah, it has to be. That's a tap in.
Oh my gosh, that was so close.
An amazing battle.
Wow. And what a way to go out too. On 18, a birdie.
Wow, congratulations, Natalie Ryan, MVP Open champion.
It's her second Elite Series this year, and well-deserved. Maple Hill is a true test of hitting lines.
I am standing here with your MVP champion in Natalie Ryan. Let's hear it fresh out of the brain. How do you feel?
I feel incredible. Winning this event is it's mean a lot to me. I have a lot of friends, a lot of supporters around here, so it means a ton to me to win this one.
And winning it in such fashion with a playoff on the infamous hole 18. Tell us about how it felt coming down on 17 and 18's final stretch.
It felt very stressful. I mean, Kristin gave me back one on 15. That was kind of honestly a gift. But I knew I needed to basically just keep pace, keep pushing, try and stay with her, and I managed to do it.
And on that final approach in the playoff, you see Kristin get that little lucky kiss off the tree and make the green. What's going through the mind right before your second shot?
I knew she wasn't close. I knew if I did put it close, it'd put a ton of pressure on her for that last putt, and I had to execute, and I did.
Any final words from Natalie Ryan, our MVP champion?
Oh, just thank you to all my fans, all my supporters. Shout out to Neptune Discs, and honestly, it's a pleasure.
Congratulations, Natalie.
Wow.
I mean, that was so exciting all the way down to the wire.
Such amazing scores out there too. Kristin finishing 5 down, Natalie 4. Just
I know. Kristin shooting course record, tying the course record. Natalie just 1 stroke back of a course record to take the win. It's the high level golf we're seeing right now is crazy.
Oh yeah, I started to say this, but 7 players shot 1,000 rated, which is the most in Elite Series history. The previous best was 4 in a single round.
That is insane. Look at everyone's under par in the top 10. Just imagine if we had calm conditions all weekend,
I know,
the type of scores we could see.
And that was Natalie Ryan's career 4,000 rated round.
Wow. And to do it on a day like today, amazing. We hope you guys enjoyed the battle. I know we did. Thanks to our VIP members. If you're interested in becoming a VIP member, we have all the info in the description. Also, check out gkprodisc.com for merch and all that stuff. We're done. We're done with the 2022 season.
Just a couple of championships left.
Yep, we got Throw Pink. We got the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship. Thank you guys for hanging out with us all year long. We will see you soon. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk.
Honk.